I'm often asked by people about what's the best time to go birdwatching in terms of the time of year. And the time of the year is very important for your birdwatching. In Australia, in southern Australia, the pattern is generally that in the colder winter months there's less bird activity, and it increases during the spring and summer, and that's when you really are going to see many more birds. You have many more migrants, the birds are calling, and you have greater chances of seeing many species. Of course, some species only move into areas in southern Australia during the colder weather, the migrants that move in. So you have to be prepared to go out into cold weather and see those birds. Of course, the issue is whether it's comfortable for you in terms of temperature and whether or not the birds are around. So for example, in northern Australia, some of the best times to see birds are in the breeding season, which is when it's wet. So for Cape York, for example, the best time to be there is when it's best for birds, which is during the wet season, but the wet season's not necessarily the best time for people because we're going to be drenched while we're there. So it really does depend on the location what time of the year is best. If you're going to a new place, check out in a bird book about the best recommended times. If you're going to the tropics, there'll be better times depending on the monsoonal rain patterns for the particular area you're going to. And of course, in the northern parts of the world, some of the best times to go bird watching are when the big migrations are on. Now, we don't have them in the southern hemisphere like there are in Europe and in North America, but some of the best times to go bird watching in places like Israel and Spain and the Italian islands, and then in North America in the choke points around Texas, etc., are when the huge numbers of predatory birds, the hawks and eagles, or the waterfowl are moving through. So there can be a couple of weeks of the year when the birds are flying north and south, which are perfect times to go bird watching in those localities. So there's no one simple answer about when the best time to go is. You want to be comfortable in terms of the weather, but you also want the birds to be out and about where you can see them. So the best recommendation I can make is check out in a local field guide about when the recommended times are, and select the time on the basis of which birds you want to see and when you can travel to that area. That'd be my recommendation about when to visit different places around the world for bird watching. Hi, I hope you've just enjoyed watching that YouTube clip that I've produced. If you do like the clips that I'm doing, please do hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel and share my material with some of your friends. That would be great. I'm sure you know many people that would also enjoy hearing about birds from around the world on my YouTube channel. Thank you.